Hello, friends. Welcome into the Cowboys Report. I am Tom Downey here once again with the latest around America's team. And we'll begin with really the top story right now for Dallas. That is Tyron Smith, the left tackle, who was a participant in a limited fashion at Thursday's practice. That was a similar thing to what happened on Wednesday when Smith was limited. However, it does appear to be the trend and the expectation that Tyron Smith will be out there against the Arizona Cardinals. He's an older player coming off the ankle injury. Dealing with that ankle injury, I don't think they're going to try to overwork him, but that does appear to be the path Dallas is on. Tyron Smith being out there against Arizona. Not a guarantee, but the trend we're moving towards. Now, if you're excited about Tyron Smith playing this week, like I am, like the video right now. This is bordering on the whole Thanos meme. You slap in one more coin or one more stone, and then boom, you got the full Infinity Gauntlet right there ready to go. The offense with Tyron Smith is awesome, and they just dropped 56 points without him. I'm excited. You should be too. Like the video right now. Tyron, when healthy, is one of the premier left tackles in the NFL. I'm in the mindset that Trent Williams is number one, and Tyron's probably number two. Yes, the injuries have been a concern, but this level of production in over half a season is incredible. A couple sacks allowed, handful of hits, handful of hurries. That is elite left tackle production. Now, in the event that Smith isn't able to go, which would be, I think, a bit of a surprise at this point, this is the Cowboys' current offensive line depth chart. Terrence Steele and Ty Nsekhe, are the, I'll call it the offensive line rotation. As weird as that sounds, they've been rotating in Steele and Nsekhe for reasons, but it's been working, as strange as that kind of ends up sounding. So in the end, you want Tyron Smith back out there. Of that, there is no doubt. The Thursday injury report will probably be out moments after we post this particular video, but this is what it was on Wednesday, and it should be something similar on Thursday. DeMarcus Lawrence and Tyron Smith were limited, so keep that in mind for those two guys, but Lawrence is going to play. Don't panic on that front. Malik Turner had a calf issue. I think he'll be just fine. And Ezekiel Elliott, Tony Pollard both remain full in terms of their practice workloads. But the Cowboys might not have any players out with injury this week, which would just be absolutely incredible beyond Francis Bernard, who does not count because he's on the COVID list right now. A question for you guys. We'll call it customer service recap with the end of the calendar year almost here. How likely are you to recommend us to another Cowboys fans? I'd like to get 10s or worst case 9s in the comment section, so let me know. Scale this 1 to 10 for me, how likely you are to recommend us to another Cowboys fan. If it's not a 10, by the way, or at least not a 9, let me know why in the comments. I'll give you guys a chance to take advantage of this YouTube ad break that's about to play right now. Head down to the pinned comment and let me know. Quinton Bohanna update for you guys. We'll go quick on this one. Just got the word literally as we're filming this. Illness for Quinton Bohanna. That is why he was not at practice today for the Cowboys. Non-COVID-19 illness, at least at this point. Only practice squad defensive backs Tyler Coyle and Kyron Brown were placed on the COVID list today. There was some minor unnecessary Twitter meltdown when the Cowboys pool report tweeted out, oh, hey, Dak was working on the resistance cords. It doesn't mean anything. He's fine. Getting some extra stretching in like he's done for a pretty good portion of this season. Tony Pollard, Zeke Elliott also did that today, and then Dak, of course, spoke after today's practice with media. So don't panic. Dak's fine. No freak out, please. I beg of you. Some more good news for Dallas. Jourdan Lewis is also back for the Cowboys. He was activated from the COVID-19 list today after he missed last week's game against the Washington football team. He is set to slide back in to his customary nickel corner position where he's played pretty damn well this year. Frankly, there's only a handful of players who haven't done that well on the defensive side of the ball for Dallas, part of a unbelievable resurgence after a disaster year last season. Like many of the Cowboys corners, it is a bit high in the yards. That is what happens when in many of your games you are up big and teams are just throwing the football constantly on you. So, yeah, the yards are high. Touchdowns, pass breakups, pretty good. Touchdowns, or the interceptions, pass breakups are high as well. Touchdowns low. Pretty good production there from your nickel corner. Because it is almost the end of the season, or the end of the year, I should say, and the NFL season, I'm feeling in a giving mood. I'm still feeling good from Christmas. We are bringing back the Bet US jersey deal. Pay attention. Here's how you can get a Cowboys jersey. Head over to chatsports.com/bet and use the promo code you see right up there, nice and high. It's Cowboys125. Should be pretty easy for you guys to remember that one. You must sign up and deposit at least $100. That gets you a 125% deposit bonus. And if you email us, jersey@chatsports.com, we'll get you guys a Cowboys jersey as well. We got Dak Prescott, Zeke Elliott as well. It was a whole list of things we'll need from you. Your BetUS account number, screenshot of your first bet, plus like your shipping, your jersey size, etc. So email us, jersey@chatsports.com. I'll put the email in there just so you guys can just grab it and paste it into your email there. Pretty straightforward from that one. Jersey@chatsports.com. I'll put the email in there. If you want in on the deal, it's not going to last forever. Go do it right now. Let's go back to the Jourdan Lewis conversation now because I know you guys are still asking about it, even though Jane Slater gave you the answer on Tuesday. Kelvin Joseph? No. I'm sorry. I was very impressed by Kelvin Joseph. I really was. Trayvon Diggs, Anthony Brown, and Joseph all played great against Washington along with everybody on the roster. And as good as Joseph played, again, it comes back to this. Your defense is a top 3 unit this year. You don't risk messing that up because you tried that with the offensive line and went, well, maybe we should try Connor McGovern in there. And it was a disaster. Didn't work out. Going back to the other Connor worked out. Don't make a similar mistake with Joseph. I feel good after that game about him being a piece of your long-term defense. In the offseason, we can revisit this. Right now, don't mess with a good thing. So you should type in KJ to keep Kelvin Joseph on the bench. But this is a democracy here at Chat Sports and the Cowboys Report. So pick one to bench for me. Who would you rather sit? AB for Anthony Brown, KJ for Kelvin Joseph, or JL for Jourdan Lewis. You take Anthony Brown, put him in the nickel. I suppose that's an option as well. Pick one for me in the comments. Let's talk Dan Quinn now, the Cowboys defensive coordinator. He and Kellen Moore had been requested to interview with the Jacksonville Jags. Dan Quinn said, no, I'm not going to do it. Now, there is a very good chance, at least a possible chance, that Quinn could interview after the season ends if the Jags don't have a new head coach by then. But I like hearing Dan Quinn do this. Frankly, I don't think Jacksonville's the right fit for Dan Quinn anyway. He's in no urgent rush to be a head coach again. He's in no urgent rush to get head coaching interview experience because he's had that for years. He was a head coach. And that's a good thing for Dallas because the defensive turnaround this year by Dan Quinn, it's been incredible. Going from a bottom 5-ish unit to a top 5, really above that unit, is beyond anyone's realistic expectations. The defense has been so much better than what we thought it was going to be, and make no mistake, Dan Quinn does get a good amount of the credit for that. Now, I want you to be honest with me for this next question. What do you think is the percent chance that Dan Quinn ends up leaving the Dallas Cowboys this offseason for a potential head coaching job? 5, 10, 15, 20? What is it? Be honest with me. It's not 0, so be honest in the comments section. The one job that worries me the most, by the way, is the Seahawks job. He's got ties to Seattle from his time there as a defensive coordinator. He knows the GM, John Schneider. I think that would be a good working relationship there. In theory, you would have Russell Wilson still, but maybe not, as your quarterback. It's the Seahawks job. In the event it comes open, is the one that would concern me. We'll keep you guys covered on everything going on as we get to the off season around those potential head coaching jobs for Kellen Moore and Dan Quinn, replacements if we need to do it, hopefully not. So subscribe. Free videos every single day, if not multiple times a day, right here on the Dallas Cowboys Report. Some minor news now. Time. Practice squad change. Devontae Bond has been added to the practice squad. Francis Bernard, as briefly mentioned earlier in today's video, has a groin injury and is on the COVID-19 list. That leaves Dallas thin at the linebacker spot, and Bond's role would be exclusively special teams in the event he is promoted from the practice squad to the active roster. He actually started games briefly for Tampa a couple years ago, early in his NFL career, back when they were garbage. Played for the Bears briefly as well. He's just a guy, but if you're looking for special teams help, that's something you can have just a guy role for. He's not going to play real snaps for you on defense. If he does, there is a problem in some capacity. Micah Parsons still getting run at linebacker, Leighton Vander Esch, Keanu Neal, then Luke Gifford. It leaves them thin at linebacker, so with no practice squad linebackers on the roster right now for Dallas, they went out and got somebody, a somewhat veteran who some local people or local people watching the show might know. He, of course, played for the Oklahoma Sooners.